So it is Saturday, January the 4th, and it is currently 11 o'clock. I've already taken a shower, I ate breakfast, I had my first cup of coffee. I also made my bed. So I actually DNF'd a book, I believe was it yesterday or the day before that, but I DNF'd Trust Exercise by, oh, I can't remember the author's name at the moment, but it was like an adult literary fiction novel, but it followed a group of like high schoolers at I don't know if it's a performing arts high school or just like a normal high school with like a big performing arts program. But I've really just decided, like, for real this time, that like I am not interested in narratives about high schoolers, like set in high school. I don't care if it's YA or adult. It's really gonna take a lot for me to read a book where the main characters are set in high school. I think I'm just like so far removed from high school. That was literally a decade ago for me. I'm not interested anymore. Even college is kind of like iffy for me. Like there are some books that are set in college that I just like personally, not my cup of tea. But I guess it's kind of true for like everything. Anyway, I decided to DNF that book because I was really slogging through it. Like I could not get through this like in an orderly, quick manner. Like I was stuck at like 50% for the longest time. I'm just like, I can't, I'm not interested in this anymore. So unfortunately had to DNF that book. So still haven't finished a book this year. I always get really nervous if I haven't finished a book in the first like week of the year because I'm like, that is not a good sign. So I actually just started the book club pick, and that one I am really enjoying so far. We ended up going with All the Lovers in the Night, and so far so good. I'm super early into this audiobook, so not like anything substantial yet, but I'm really liking the writing style so far and it sounds really interesting, so I'm happy with that. I kind of ended up choosing this book for one of the book club options for this month, mainly because I feel like, at least from the synopsis, that this book kind of deals with like fresh beginnings and like new starts and, you know, reinventing yourself. And so I was like, this would be a perfect book to read in January, and I'm really glad that everybody chose it. If you didn't know, I started a really like chill, low-key book club. I kind of want to just take it month by month and just kind of see where everybody's at. And you can join the Discord. I've made a Discord. I am not very good at Discord, I will say. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I am willing to learn along the way. You can come join the conversation. We'll be talking about the book all month. And also, if you're following me along on Instagram, I will be talking about it on there. And we will be picking a book every month for all of us to read together, and that'll be really exciting. So you can join along with us and read with us. You don't have to engage in a conversation. If you want to, you totally can. I just want it to be very chill, very laid back, but I also want to have like the structure of we all read the same book every month, which I think will be really fun, especially when it comes to like my wrap-ups at the end of the month and stuff like that. So we'll all have a shared experience. All of the links will be down below in the description, so definitely check those out. I feel like that's everything so far. I don't really know what we're doing today. I don't know if we're gonna go work out at Planet. I don't know if we're gonna go do something. I'm open to whatever, but yeah, just kind of wanted to tell you guys where we're at the moment. Yesterday, I ended up filming 2 videos. I filmed my wrap-up, which is already up, and then I also filmed my favorite books of the year video, which was super fun to make and super fun to like choose the 10 books that I wanted to talk about. So we did that. I still have quite a few other videos that I need to film, but I don't know if I'll do that maybe tomorrow or during the week. We'll see what happens. But there's just like a lot of catching up to do. I really want to do a video where I talk about all the movies I watched last year because I got really into movies. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I feel like that's all the updates so far. If we end up doing anything, I will definitely take you guys along with me. So let's see what ends up happening. To the city streets, we began to feel the fire.
tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light.
Hey everyone, so today is Wednesday and I am currently in my bed. It's made. I made a cup of coffee. I'm enjoying it. And I think I'm going to start editing my favorite books of 2024 video. So definitely have to get all of that transferred onto my phone. But also I did want to say that I finished a book, my first book of the year, and I ended up reading All the Lovers in the Night. And that's a book that we're reading for my book club that I started. All the links are down below if you want to go check that out. But I ended up giving that book 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it and I will definitely talk about it more. But yeah, I ended up finishing that book, and so I started Winter by Ali Smith and I'm listening to that on audiobook. I am, let's see how far into it. I'm 61% of the way through it, so almost done. This one I'm not loving as much as I loved Autumn. Autumn was so good, one of my favorite books of all time, but this one, like, the writing style is fine. I really love the way that this author is able to kind of like have these bigger societal conversations and incorporate them into these smaller, more insular stories. It's kind of similar to the way that Sally Rooney does it, and so I really appreciate that. But like, for some reason this particular story I'm just not loving. Like, it's basically about this man and he's having some like relationship problems with his ex-girlfriend or ex-situationship or whatever, and it all just seems like very immature. It just seems like very like, I don't know, I think he might be supposed to be like somewhere in his like 30s, maybe late 20s, early 30s, somewhere like that. I can't tell though, because the way that he acts, it sounds like he's like 21 or like 20 or something like he sounds so much younger than he actually is, just in the way that he treats people and like treats his relationships, and seems so like inactive in his life. And I don't know, like, maybe, I don't know, it just seems like so annoying. Like, this character is just truly like nothing. He's so blah. He just seems so inept. So it's weird. I don't know. There's something about this character I do not like. And then like, he ends up hiring this girl to kind of like pretend to be his girlfriend or whatever. But like, she's supposed to be pretending to be the ex-girlfriend that he's having trouble with, who is like, for some reason, posting things on his Twitter account and like trying to make people mad at him on Twitter or whatever. But I'm just like, why don't you just change the password? Like, why don't you just go onto Twitter and change the password? This just seems so stupid. And then the girl that he hired is so annoying. She is like constantly repeating things that people are saying to her, or like just like very vague and like very flighty, and not in an interesting way, not in a charming way, not in a way that makes me want to like know more about her. She's just like so whatever. Like, I just don't care about her. And then the mom character seems kind of annoying, seems a little bit like, I don't know, not necessarily like a Karen, but also kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. She just like is so annoying to me. I don't know. There's the characters in this book I'm just not liking, but the writing style is really good and I like the interesting things that this author has to say about like different societal things. It's just like, I don't know, there's something about the characterization that is just really, really annoying me in this book. So I'll see how I feel about this one. I've gotten well past the halfway mark at this point, so I feel like I should just finish it and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I do want to start editing my favorite books of 2024 video, and I want to get that up as soon as possible, hopefully by Friday. That's my goal, is to upload it by Friday. So yeah, that is everything I'm up to currently. I am just going to sit here, get my video transferred onto my phone so I can edit it, and enjoy my coffee and enjoy this beautiful day outside that you can't see because it will not focus on the windows, but it is beautiful today. So yeah, that's all I had to say for right now.
It has just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never
So it's been a little bit. I really need to get back into like a routine of vlogging because it's just not working for me for some reason. Like I just have not felt any motivation to vlog, which is a big problem. So a few days ago I uploaded my newest video, which I spent so long on, and is getting like no views. I'm truly devastated, mainly because I spent such a long time on it and worked really hard on it, and it's not resonating for some reason. I don't know if it's like the title or the thumbnail or whatever, but it's been up for almost 4 days and it's only gotten 136 views, which views aren't everything. It's totally fine. And I get that this is like not bookish content. I feel like whenever I try to do something a little bit different, it doesn't resonate, which is totally fine. But like, I'm a little bummed. This video was so hard to film. The raw footage was like over 70 minutes long. I got it edited down to 55 minutes and it took me over a week to edit this video. Like I was editing every day. It was such a trial, honestly. And like, I'm so glad I did it. I'm glad I got to talk about these movies, but I'm a little bit bummed, a little bit hurt, but we move on, we move forward. I did just film a new video, and this one is like a book recommendations video, so hopefully it'll do a little bit better. Also, I finished a book yesterday, and I feel like we should talk a little bit about that. So let me just pick up like where we left off, because I think that I've finished a few books since we last checked in. I finished Blue Sisters. I finished A Passionate Mind in Relentless Pursuit by Nolowe Rooks. I also finished In Every Mirror She's Black. I gave both of those books 3.5 stars. I gave Blue Sisters 4 stars. I also read We Were the Universe by Kimberly King Parsons. I gave that 4 stars. And then yesterday I finished A Song to Drown Rivers by Anne Lang, and I gave this one 3.5 out of 5 stars. This one was a historical retelling of a myth, and it's like categorized as historical fantasy, but honestly there's maybe like 1% of fantasy. Like it's very not fantastical, and even the fantastical aspects of this book I would argue aren't really fantasy. It's like kind of fantasy, but not really. It's really just historical fiction, which is totally fine. My problem is that it also kind of touts itself as romantasy, or just like, you know, a romance focused historical fantasy, and it's not that either. It's not romance, because literally the romance in this book is nearly non-existent. I would have bought it more if the romance had been focused on the actual interesting relationship in this book, which is between the main character and the king she is sent to kind of basically like seduce and destroy. They had a really interesting dynamic going on, but they're not the romance. Like, she spends most of her time with him. They're not the romance. The romance is between her and a guy that she barely talks to, and we barely get to see on page throughout the entire book. Like, we see a little bit of him in the beginning and very little of him at the end, and that's it. I feel like this book would have been better if it was dual perspective, because we only get her perspective. We don't hear anything from the guy that's supposedly her love interest, and I feel like the narrative suffers because of that. I feel like it would have been so much better if we got to know his side of the story, his internal thoughts, his internal feelings towards her. You know, we really just don't get to hear it all from him, and we barely get to see him throughout the huge, like, middle 70% of the book. So yeah, this book, I feel like I was pretty generous giving it a 3.5. I did really like the ending. I really liked, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, so I'll just say I really like the ending. So far, my reading this year has just kind of been meh. I've liked some of the books, like We Were the Universe was good, Blue Sisters was good, All the Lovers in the Night was good, but still just like 3 or 4 stars, which are not necessarily bad ratings. It's just like, I want a 5-star book. I'm yearning for a 5-star book. So fingers crossed. I am also enjoying my coffee. Delicious. Just some cold brew and also some chocolate Fairlife, which is, it's like my new favorite way to drink my coffee, is I do like a half cup of chocolate Fairlife and then the rest is coffee, and it's so good. Truly the best way to drink my coffee. I don't really have anything else to do today. I think I might do some laundry, and we also have to go to Planet Fitness and, you know, go for a walk and whatever. I did go to the library yesterday and I renewed my library card, my like out of city library card, because I still have that card from when I lived there, and I just like to renew it every year in order to use Libby and Hoopla because they have the best selection. That's everything. That's all the updates, and I don't know if this is going to be like the end of the vlog, mainly because I do think I have quite a bit of like footage, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update and tell you guys where I'm at. I also do want to mention that I have so many video ideas that will be coming up in the next few months, so definitely stick around and, you know, check those out when they come out. Make sure that like your notifications are turned on for my channel if you are subscribed to me, and I really appreciate everybody who sticks around and wants to view my videos. I really appreciate it. You guys make it worth it to post, truly, because sometimes I feel like I am just speaking into the void, and when you guys comment and interact with my post, it really makes me happy, and it feels like I am not just speaking out into a silent crowd, you know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely have a lot of new video ideas that will be coming out, and I'm hoping that I can be a bit more consistent with like filming vlog clips, because I hate a disjointed vlog. I hate a vlog where I feel like it's all over the place and there's no real narrative. So yeah, this is just kind of like a scrapped up, you know, bundle of different like video clips. So hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully it's still good. But I know it's probably not the best vlog in the world. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and if you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and even if you didn't, please give it a thumbs up and stick around, because there will definitely be better videos in the future, I promise. It's just like, I feel like it's a rough start for everybody this year, truly. Like, this country's going to shit, so I really can't blame anybody for making like mediocre content right now, because it's just really hard. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Check out all the links down below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!